I find myself, there's certain situations I don't even put myself in. I don't socialize as much as I would like to because I don't like to have to be on guard. And even in a situation about 5, 6 months ago, is a good friend of mine who's an executive in the industry, who I'm showing some footage to, and I'm showing him this footage, and the only thing he says is, "Where'd you get all that cleavage? Damn." And it's a 6-minute video, and within 36 seconds, he was commenting on my breast and the radiance of the skin on my breast. And I sat there like in shock. And here I am thinking I'm so mature and I'm so evolved, but I left his house pissed. Because after that, he grabs my breast, you know what I mean? And once again, just because there's energy existing between us doesn't mean I want you to touch me. And I know when I've given a signal saying touch me, and I know when I haven't, and I hadn't given any signal. And for me, that was difficult because, you know, this person is a really close friend of mine. And I let it fester for months. And so I finally talked to him about it a month ago. And the fascinating part about it was that I didn't go to attack him. I just, you know, we had a conversation and a dialogue. And he kind of laughed, like the nervous laughter. And so I was like, yo, let's talk when you're in a better space, a different space, when you got time to really listen. And because he was preparing for a big meeting. And so I called a week later, and we ended up having a really breakthrough conversation for me because he was clueless as to how he had impacted me. Like, he really was clueless. And so for me, that was a lesson in my power as a woman. Like, what we as women have to be responsible for, because I talk to other girlfriends about the situation, and I think about how often things like that occur and we never address it. We get upset, we get angry, maybe we never speak to the person again, but we never confront them. Or if we do confront them, we curse them out. We call them names, and they're still half awake because, you know, unfortunately, well, I won't say unfortunately, but men and women are different, just bottom line. We're different. And when a man is aroused, something else occurs inside of him than when a woman is aroused. And a man has 2 heads. And sometimes he doesn't think with both of them. And this is just, I don't know if it's a scientific fact, but in my experience, I found it to be true. And so this requires us as women, which I think is why God has both men and women on the planet, is that then it's our responsibility to educate and to inspire some sort of shift in their behavior and in their thinking. But it can only occur if we're willing to communicate and willing to walk the walk with them. And the only reason I was able to do that with this person is because he's been a good friend of mine for many years. Otherwise, I probably would have just been pissed at him and still be talking about him like a dog.